Okay guys, a little bit of excitement here on the farm last night. We had a first calf heifer calve out about 11 p.m. last night. Looking a little bleary-eyed this morning is because it was after midnight by the time we got her settled, got the first milking out of her, and it's 6 a.m. time to get her milked again. As I promised when I started this channel, I'm going to do some videos, show some of the country knowledge of how to do stuff, that skills that may be slowly slipping away. So what we're going to show you this morning, along with a video of the beautiful new bull calf, we're going to show you how we go about training a heifer for hand milking. Now, we had to remove the calf from her last night. The cow went a little bit berserk after she calved, and so we're going to give you a glimpse of how we train a rather high-strung little girl for hand milking. Okay, it's a little bit dark in here, but here we are introducing Jerry. And Jerry wants breakfast. Nice bull calf, about probably between 50 and 60 pounds. She calved out very easy. The cow's in good shape, so she calved out very easily. But this little guy, he's got a fan club already. So we're going to go take care of some milking chores, get this guy some breakfast. Okay, so here we have the proud mama, and she has half Angus, half Holstein. The Angus side of her makes her quite high-strung, so it's going to be a little bit of an issue to break her for milking. Technique that we've used over the years, we tried the hobble chains. I think my pair of hobble chains is out up in the woods about 50 feet up a maple tree, because they don't work. Some folks will try tying the hind leg back to a post. The problem with that is when the cow feels that rope around her leg, she wants to kick to bring the leg ahead, and she'll just never stop trying to kick all the time you're milking. The last thing you want to do is get the cow worked up, get her nervous, because if she has problems the first few days that you're milking her, she's going to be hard to milk the rest of her life. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to teach her, ingrain in her head, that milking time means a treat. So we've got a bucket here of dairy ration. It's a commercial blend dairy ration, and as you can see, she likes the smell of it already. She's never had it before. The second thing that we have for her is some of this old bakery bread. We get a truckload of this every week for the chickens, the cows, the pigs. And she's not waiting for this stuff. She wants it. There we go. Now, the key to getting a cow to milk without the cow kicking you every time that you touch her is get the cow off balance. So what Patrick has here, we've got a rope looped around her front foot. We're just going to bring the rope up over the beam here, bring that front foot up so she's off balance. A cow can't kick and stand on three legs. So as long as that's up, the rope's in line for her shoulders, so it's not pulling her off balance. There's no chance of her falling over. She's going to stand there and let me milk. Easy, easy, easy. Just easy, girl. Okay. Over the tail. I'm not going to take the chance of sitting down on the stool for the first couple of days. I want to be able to get her out of the way if she does get too excited. The last thing you want to do is get her too worked up, get any kind of commotion, yelling, pushing on the cow, anything like that. let things go her way, she'll be a whole lot happier. Okay, check up it. Okay, so there we have the first milking. Now this will be a large part colostrum. We got a milking out of her last night. Got it into the calf. Of course, the calf needs that colostrum early on, as soon as it's born, as near as possible. The cow, the first couple of milkings, they won't let down all of their milk. They'll hold back a certain amount. It's I don't know if it's a combination of nerves or what it is, but an important thing to remember with any milking cow is if you're going to milk a cow, it's a twice a day thing. Leaving a calf on a cow and expecting the calf to clean her out and then you milk a little bit on the side, it just doesn't work. It's a recipe for mastitis, milk fever. The milk that's left in the udder that doesn't get stripped out can lead to some health problems, some fairly serious ones. You get mastitis in a quarter. The quarter will get hot. The milk coming out will be little streams of kind of solid milk, and it's a situation that's got to be treated very quickly by a veterinarian, or you can lose the quarter on the cow. It just won't produce milk the rest of her life. And another thing, if the mastitis progresses too far, it can ruin the cow for life. I mean, the cow can be, reach a point where she has to be put down. So, important to strip the cow out. Like I say, if you're going to milk a cow for your family or for your homestead, whatever, it's a twice a day thing. It's a commitment. You're married to that situation, that that cow has got to be tended to and milked out every 12 hours. And anyway, there we have it. Our first milking. She's still fairly calm. I think what we'll be doing later today in this particular stall here, we've brought her in here so that we could keep an eye on her while she was calving, but we're going to put a stanchion off on the side of this just for to hold her a little bit more securely. She's just on tie chains there right now. The stanchion will hold her more securely while she's being milked. Like I say, she's half red Angus, and the Angus have a tendency to be a little high-strung. But I think she's going to make a decent milk cow. We've got probably a 1.5 gallons to 2 gallons of milk out of that first milking. That'll be lots to feed the calf 2 or 3 times a day. So, let's go over and get some milk into the calf. Say hello to Daddy. That's a big old boy right there. 4-year-old Holstein, purebred Holstein bull. And 21 days or so from this calving, we'll be mating them back together again, and then hopefully another 283 days down the road, we'll have another calf on the way. Okay, so now the lady of the house is going to do the feeding. No problem to encourage this guy to eat. I don't care how many calves you have born on a farm, this never gets old.
Later today he'll get a needle, a shot of selenium that prevents white muscle disease. Other than that, that is about all the medication that this boy is going to need. She had a very easy calving. He's a good sized calf. We're looking at probably 60, I'd say 60 pound at least. When the cows are coming up to calving, we always check them every hour or two. We checked her at 9, shortly after 9 o'clock. There was no sign of a calf. At 11 o'clock, the calf was out on the floor and she was roaring and jumping. Some people had asked why we wouldn't leave the calf right on her. If you've seen the commotion that she was kicking up last night, this was the safest place for this boy to be. Because she pretty much went berserk, not knowing what was going on, kicking and roaring and jumping around, and we were scared of him being trampled. So we just pulled him out, put him in a separation pen here, and this is where he'll stay until he's ready to go out on pasture. Some cows, their first calf, they calm right down, don't have any issue with it. They'll feed the calf, they'll clean the calf off. Other cows, when they have their first calf, they have quite a time of it. I've seen cattle have twins. They'll leave the first twin, walk away from it in the field. The second twin's born. They'll take the second twin and never look at the first twin again. If he tries to nurse, they'll drive it away. I've seen other cows with their first calf heifer, or first calf heifer, that if the calf is born out on pasture, she'll take that calf and keep as far away from humans as she possibly can. You're lucky to ever get a hand on the cow again the rest of the summer. And then there's other cows that have a calf and it's just an everyday thing, and here's the calf, day continues, life goes on. So there we have it, our little video on how to milk a cow for the first time. Jerry has pretty well finished that bottle. There we go. And now it's time to start sucking on skirt tails and pant legs and everything else that a calf has to do.